Hey, it's Dan McDonald here. Thank you for joining me today. I've got the live pumpkin pie. This is a great pumpkin pie recipe. In fact, it's the best. It's the best you'll ever have. And you know what? It's healthy. There's no refined sugar, there's no flour, no gluten, no wheat, and it's raw, living, and it's vegan. You cannot get better than this, and the texture and the taste is amazing. So stick around and we will put together a raw vegan pumpkin pie. So check this out. I'm going to make the crust. And so what I do is I take the, I'm going to use pecans. Walnuts work really well too. We did walnuts on the last one. That pie was off the hook. We ate the whole thing in one sitting. We ate the whole thing in one sitting while watching an epic show. Anyways, take about 2 cups of pecans. And then take 6 to 8 figs. You're going to want to take those figs and reconstitute them so that they have some moisture. I might even want a couple more, honey, if you could.
Yeah.
Because I put a little bit more. I'm making the crust a little bit thicker this time. Remember, somebody on the Facebook stream, if you could transcribe this for me. Thank you, honey. That's perfect. I'm going to say 8 figs. If you have smaller figs, I've got larger figs. So I'm going to say 8 to 10 figs for the crust with 2 cups of either pecans or walnuts. Okay, check it out. So watch what happens now. I'm just going to put a tiny little dash of sea salt into the crust. Now watch this. Bear with me here for the sound. Wow, we hit 200 on the live stream. Yes. Nice. Oh, we pulled it out of the wall. Okay, there is your crust. Beautiful, perfect. So I'm going to take this square pie pan. It's not a pie pan, but I've used the clear one so that we have the visual here. Okay? And I'm going to take the crust out and just smash it down into the bottom, baby. This is so easy, it's not even funny. I made a nice thick crust. The last one, I was thinking when we were eating it, I was like, this should be a little bit thicker. So, don't make it too thick. You won't have enough room for any pie in there. You know what I mean? So, boom. Beautiful. So cool. So there you go. Now you have that's basically how you make the crust for many different types of raw pies with walnuts, almonds, or pecans. Okay, perfect. So there we go. There's the crust. Boom, look at that. Is that cool or what? Okay, so, It's okay to go in front of there, honey. It's DTM style. We let everything fly. Cool. So the next move is to have a very, very high-speed blender. I did a test of the KitchenAid, and this thing is 110 times better than any other blender I've ever used. I've used the Vitamix, I've used the Blendtec, and I've burned out every other blender brand there is. Every other blender brand, I have burned out their blender with macadamia nuts and almonds and everything else that I've been doing as a raw chef. The KitchenAid here has not even slowed down one bit, even when it's full to the top. This thing is a workhorse. It's like a go-kart motor. So if you're really into the best blender you can buy, my opinion, my experience is that this thing right here blows away everything I've ever used. It has a 10-year warranty, so I'm kind of surprised about that. The Vitamix, I've had 2 of them. They have a 7-year warranty, and they both blew up at 7 years. I've had 2 Vitamixes, and they both lasted 7 years, the exact length of the warranty. So that's kind of crazy. I've got 4 cups of fresh, raw, organic pumpkin. Chopped, okay? 4 cups of chopped pumpkin. I peeled it. I took out the insides and I chopped it, okay? I know all you chefs out there know how to do that. I'm going to add, I've got about 16 dates, okay? So these are the smaller dates. So I'm using 16. If you're using medjool dates, you're probably going to want to go from 8 to 10 dates, okay? So whoever's transcribing this on the live feed, say anywhere from 8 to 16 dates, depending on the size. These are the smaller ones. If you're using the larger ones, use less. You don't want your pie to be too sweet. The pumpkin is already really sweet. I'm putting in 16 dates. Okay, I've got a cup and a half of coconut oil. Coconut oil is literally medicine for the modern man's brain. There are so many toxins and heavy metals, and nothing protects the brain and the nerves like coconut oil from the inflammation that's associated with all the heavy metals that are floating around in our water, in our air, and in our food. Okay? So this is actually very, very good for your brain. Next, here's the cool stuff. Now the other day, I just took the pumpkin pie spice, but this is kind of a very simple, basic pumpkin pie spice, and I found that it was mostly cinnamon, so I was like, okay, that's cool, but it didn't really have the pop. So what I did is I went to the store today, and I got a couple extra things, so check it out. I'm going to use the pumpkin pie spice. If you've got a really good, high-quality pumpkin pie spice, then you can just use that. I'm going to add a few more things to lift it up to another level. So I'm going to use the pumpkin pie spice, but like I said, it's like 80% cinnamon, and I don't really taste the other ones much. So I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. I'm going to put in, oh, this is ground cloves. I thought it was, I thought that these cloves were, oh, that's incredible. That's great. So I thought these cloves were whole, but this is cool that it's ground. So I'm just going to take, I'm going to take 1/10 of a teaspoon of cloves because they're very strong. So just a tiny bit, or 1 or 2 cloves. Whoever's transcribing this, you're a genius. Thank you. I love you. I've got some ground vanilla here. I'm going to put some of that in. Use a fresh vanilla bean. Use some vanilla extract. Whatever you've got, whatever your preference is. This is ground vanilla. Wow, we're up to 214, 15 people. I've never had that many on a live stream. This is exciting. So go heavy on the vanilla. It's part of one of the key ingredients that makes this pie what it is. It balances out the cinnamon. It's like ebony and ivory, masculine and feminine. It's like perfect. She ate half, I ate the other half. We were living in heaven after that. I'm a cutie. I'm going to add a little bit of nutmeg. Again, not a lot. Again, I'm going to go with about 1/10 of a teaspoon on that. And then I'm going to actually up my game. I've got some powdered ginger here. And I am going to actually add about 1/2 of a teaspoon of that. Okay? Now, one of these days I'm going to experiment. This recipe went so well, I'm not going to screw with it. But one of these days I'm going to try, and I want my YouTube viewers to try this out. Throw a little piece of fresh ginger into this and tell me how it goes, because I'm going to try that very soon. as well as adding a couple other things. I want to just get these recipes dialed in perfect for my new recipe book. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit again of sea salt. Maybe 1/2 of a teaspoon of sea salt. And here we go. This is the magic of this incredible blender. Check it out. Turn it on. I think it's working. Okay, there we go. We're going to blend this till nice and smooth and creamy. Last time you ever seen me use a tamper. Okay, I'm going to let that air bubble pop and I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to go nice and smooth and creamy. Wow. Okay, so
that's better than last time.
That's better than last time.
Wow.
We got the new spices. This old thing was this pumpkin pie spice.
Amazing.
Wasn't really banging, so I was like, okay, I got to do something.
Wow.
Now we're at the next level. Now this is it. Like you don't even need the crust. You can just go with a straight pudding. Hell, you could eat this right out of here, man. But it's really cool. The reason why we use that coconut oil, and the coconut oil, man, is I love it. That's medicine for the brain, man. All fats. I love fat. I love protein. I love carbs. I love living foods. I love the gifts of Mother Nature. Look at this, man. This is so awesome, dude. Yeah, dude, look at that. Boom, baby. That's thicker than the last one. It's all the way to the top. So I'm going to just leave it at that. So there you go. So check it out. Now what do? Wow. So next level. Whoa, dude.
Wow, honey. Oh.
It's so good just like that. I mean, if you could even get it into the fridge,
wow.
make a little extra so you can just eat that just like that, like a pudding. It's like a smoothie with the next level, pumpkin smoothie. Thank you very much, YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. I'm going to put this in the fridge. In like 2 hours, it'll be chill, thick and solid, and guess what? No cashews. Isn't that amazing? If I ran a raw food restaurant, this would be what we'd have for dessert. It has that same consistency, except it doesn't have the cashews in it. The whole cashew thing is a whole nother story. But I'm going to put this in the fridge. This is going to set up, and then what I'm going to do tonight is I'm going to take some of the coconut yogurt and we're going to go pumpkin pie a la mode. This is next level human cuisine right here. No cooked oils, no gluten, no refined sugars, all fresh, wholesome ingredients. Can you dig it? That's why you should subscribe to these videos. You should go to my Facebook page and give that a like so you don't miss the live streams. You should call me for a consultation if you need to get your health to the next level. Send me an email if you're interested in coming to the retreat in January and upping your game in a big way. That's trueradianthealth@gmail.com. Thank you all very much for watching this video. Honey, could you hit that button for me?
I would love to.
Peace.